Well, good, beautiful morning, and thank you for joining me here at Tesla Northwest and EVs. It is a terrible day out, and we are going to take FSD version 10.69.25 for a first impression trip to Harold's Market. So won't you join me as we see how the latest version of FSD handles my regular test run. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Okay folks, off we go. We can see I've got the latest version, 10.69.25. That may not be the truest statement. I have heard that there is now officially a 10.69.25.1 in the wild that has been going out to testers. And so hopefully we'll be getting that soon. But we are going to be testing FSD beta 10.69.25 on our Harold's Market run. So this is about, an 8-mile 7-mile trip, take about 12 minutes, and the weather is horrific. So we are going to see how FSD does in stormy weather. Let's see here. So far, it hasn't even offered me the opportunity to put it in FSD. Okay, well that's a little bit interesting. I wonder if it's because of all this rain. Okay, I can use cruise control. That's allowing me to use that, but it is not giving me an option to utilize FSD yet, so this might be a bit of a boring drive. Okay, I'm gonna try and engage. Oh, wheel is available. Okay, FSD is engaged. It says poor weather detected, full self-driving unavailable, but we're gonna see what happens. All right, so it is extremely bad weather. It's pouring down rain. It's windy with gusts up to about 25 to 30 miles an hour, and we just got over a ton of snow. So let's see how the car does in this bad weather. And we're currently on, there's FSD. Okay. So we were on autopilot and the car corrected and has changed, and we are now utilizing full self-driving. For those of you familiar with my channel or returning viewers, hey, thank you so much. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate your viewership. You'll recognize this route. It's my normal test run. It's the route I always take to test every version of FSD beta. So you're joining me as we take this route and see how the car performs. Sorry about that. Had a little sound problem. Okay, and so far so good. And we're using the new holiday update, Rainbow Road, so that's very cool. We can see our new graphics, so our new navigation tiles, which is very neat. That's part of the holiday update too. Really appreciate that. Oh, some junk in the road. Okay, good job, Amos. We'll probably see quite a fair amount of debris. All right, and like I said again, this is a full self-driving beta 10.69.25 first impression test in really bad weather. So pinched its brakes there, but overall so far so good. Just yesterday we had over 6 inches of snow on the ground and freezing rain and sleet, and now it is all gone. So the weather around here has been wild, but we're not unique, right? I know it's been crazy all over the US, so I hope you have a beautiful white Christmas, but a Christmas where you get to go where you want to go. And for anybody that doesn't celebrate Christmas, well, just have a wonderful holiday or a great weekend. I'll be posting this video today, obviously, a little Christmas Eve video, and then I'll be posting a second video tomorrow So be on the lookout for that. It'll be the return trip home, and we'll go through Anacortes. So we'll have some roundabouts and some high-speed driving. So far, the car has been very competent. No real issue. But this is a pretty standard route we take, so I would hope it would have a generally good idea how to do it by now. Right, wonderfully well done. Perfect blinker. Not hitting the brakes too early. Very natural roll up. Oh my gosh, this is like a human driver. Oh, wonderfully well done. That was very nice, folks. That was probably the smoothest right-hand turn the car has taken on this route so far. So this beta build, I've got some good hopes for. And you'll remember the car's totally in control. I've got my hand lightly resting on the wheel, but otherwise it's in charge of the windshield wipers and the headlights. It's making all of our turns, managing our speed. Oh, very well done. Very, very well done. And while it says it may be degraded, it has so far been handling this without any issue. Now, I bet you if I disengaged FSD, it would only offer me autopilot again, but we are here to experiment. Okay, so this turn up here is pretty damn hard for the car. It has varying levels of success every time, and it's going to act weird, but we're going to let it do its thing. We'll only intervene if there's oncoming traffic or it acts really, really, really goofy. All right, we should be slowing down. Oh, it did it. Oh boy, it did it. Not real elegant. But it's slowly improving. Okay, we hit some ice there. That freaked the car out. Okay, and I had to take over. So it crunched through a little bit of ice. It's letting me re-engage, but it looks like we're going to be in autopilot. So let's see what happens here, folks. Yeah, so this looks like standard autopilot graphics. And this is full self-driving unavailable. But we'll see if it kicks back in as we roll. Okay, nope. You can see, look at it's doing some weird stuff. There we go, and I had to take over. That was not FSD, that was autopilot, and for whatever weird reason it was steering us into that other lane. Let's go ahead and engage. Okay. That was a little strange behavior, wasn't it? All right, we'll tick our speed up just a hair. We're going to be on a lookout for those patches of ice, because that definitely screws up the traction control, and then the car freaks out. All right, so far so good. This has been a bit of an eventful drive. So I don't know how many of you saw they're offering a $7,500 discount right now on Model 3 and Model Y if you take delivery of an in-stock vehicle before the end of the year. And man, is that tempting. I would love to have a Model 3 back. It is the funnest car, but I just don't think I can swing that. So we're gonna keep looking for probably a used Leaf or a used Bolt, and we'll keep dreaming about an Audi e-tron GT or a performance Model 3. Very well done. We'll tick our speed up just a touch here. So far, first impressions, FSD 10.69.25, pretty natural, very much improved even in this poor weather. It handled that right-hand turn really well. A little bit goofy on my dog leg, but it still managed it better than it has in the past. And even in this really bad pouring down rain and wind, the car is still doing a really good job getting us where we need to go. We're still engaged in FSD, even though it says it may be degraded. And besides a couple little oopsies, and those were in autopilot, we haven't had any issues, so very, very impressed. I wonder what this 25.1 build is. I'll have to see if I can get my hands on some release notes. Hopefully just a bug patch, but you know what? As soon as we get it, we'll bring it to you and we'll compare it to this build. I'd love it if you left in the comments below what your plans are for this beautiful holiday. If there's any good video or locations I can bring you. Some suggestions that I saw that I'm going to put into action is over in La Conner. So we'll go do some FSD drives in La Conner when we get a chance, and in Shelter Bay. And we need to shoot another video on Chuckanut Drive again. We need to torture test these latest FSD versions. Okay, folks, we're approaching our right-hand turn on the State Route 20. It's a high-speed state route, and it can be a little goofy. Oh, a little bit slick through there. I could feel the car sliding around just a tiny bit, but FSD didn't seem to be too upset by it. God, did anybody see that video a gentleman posted where he got on the interstate, hit a patch of black ice in his Model Y? His car was spinning out of control. Okay, approaching the right-hand turn. Still a little too early for how much we're slowing down and creeping. But, you know, it's not terrible. Okay, the car's thinking about it. We've got a traffic approaching, and it went for it. Okay. That was a little more ballsy than I expected. I was not expecting it to take that. But it did it very well. No jerk, very confident, and once it started to make its turn, it stayed committed. So I'll take it. And again, folks, this is in pouring down rain. So I'm pretty impressed with how well it managed that. So anyway, back to my story. The guy spun out on the interstate in his Y after he hit a patch of black ice. And for all intents and purposes, it looks as if the advanced driver system takes over and steers him safely through the skid and then parks him onto the left-hand side of the road. It's really an incredible piece of video. I saw it on Twitter. And if it was in fact the Model Y's safety system, wow, very, very impressive. So we're approaching the end of our destination here. I appreciate you joining me. Again, these are, I try and make short videos so you can get a quick idea what happens. So we're going to film the return trip, and the return trip will be through the city of Anacortes. So there'll be some roundabouts and some city driving, but also some high-speed state route, because we'll have to get back on Highway 20. So why don't you join me tomorrow for that video on Christmas. I'll be posting it, and just love it if you'd subscribe, like, and share this with anybody you think might find it valuable. So we are approaching our destination. Thank you so much, and just have a wonderful day. This is Tesla Northwest and EVs signing off, and I'll catch you on the flip side.